Ryan Suglia, BoxingScene.com, here with Kirc Bargamento. Right after you scored a first-round knockout win here tonight in Carteret, New Jersey, in your professional debut, you knocked out Freddie Adams in the first round. Tell me about that experience to get that first one right there. How did that feel?
It felt amazing, man. All the hard work I put in, displayed it out there. Wish I could have gone a little bit more into it, being rounds-wise, but I'll take what I can get, man. Unscathed. I got the knockout, you know, and I'm just overly blessed. I'm happy. I put the work in. I got the work back out, you know.
You know, a lot of people before their pro debuts, they have no idea, because they've been, even if you've been in the fight in the amateurs, it's different in the pros, and they visualize what it's going to be like. Was that how you felt it was going to be?
Totally different, you know, from the weighing in the scale, seeing the doctors, the whole process to it, the medicals, everything was totally different. But once coming into that ring, getting my name announced, all the butterflies were out, bell rings, I'm ready to go, you know. It was totally different, great atmosphere. I'm blessed, man, thank you.
Well, speaking of atmosphere, you know, I remember before the fight, like, people were asking me, hey, does Kirc bring a crowd? I said, when you're talking about New Jersey amateur boxing, he's the only guy who brings a crowd. So I remember you in the Golden Gloves, you basically, the whole place was just for you. Tell me about now, when are you going to be back in the ring?
Hopefully soon, as soon as possible. I want to try to stay as active as I can, get my wins in, and, you know, just trying to get active all throughout, man, you know.
So let's take it back a little bit. Like, you know, people who have not seen you in the amateurs, you were a New Jersey Golden Gloves champion in the novice division. You know, you've been around for a long time. What was it that got you involved in boxing?
Well, got me involved in boxing. I was really a football player, man. I was a football player. I was very aggressive. I was a standout, I'd say, but, you know, I couldn't do much in college. I broke my leg, and I just focused on punching the bag a little bit, and just one thing led to another. And I fell in love with the process. You know, I started sparring and started competing, and I kind of stuck with it, man. As long as you stick with it, great company with coaching, teammates all around, world-class athletes all around me. It just kept motivating me to better myself, and here I am, man. You know,
you mentioned playing football. What position did you play, and where did you play?
I played for Baller High School. I played all around, you know. I was a slot receiver, inside receiver there, safety, cornerback, you name it, all around the field there.
So did you play in college as well?
No, I had plans on to, but it kind of fell short. I had a broken leg, and that kind of took the wind out of my sails, and I just moved on to boxing, just to get my frustration out, and again, just one thing led to another kind of deal, you know.
Like, you know, how did you break your leg?
It was like a quick little bubble screen, caught the ball, and then what's it called, the defender pretty much got my leg up the top. It was like a freak accident. It's one of the freak accidents where my leg just got bent over like that, broken fibula, dislocated my ankle, but it is what it is, and, you know, everything happens for a reason. And I'm blessed to be where I'm at today.
Well, the good thing is that in this sport, no one's coming after your legs.
Yes.
So, like, what was it that told you, hey, I think now is the time to go professional?
You know, I started when I was 18, right out of high school again, right? 10 years in, and I was like, let's step it up a notch. You know, I've invested in myself heavily. I trained with great people, great teammates, Shadesha Green, and a bunch of other pros, man. And I'm just blessed. Every step along the way, there's some good days, there's some bad days, but you gotta get through it. You know, you get pushed right through it, you find yourself. And I'm just, again, I'm blessed. I'm honored to be with Wall Athletics, my man Austin Wall, and it really paid me an awesome route to be where I'm at today.
What is the plan for you in pro boxing? What do you hope to accomplish now as a professional?
Me, I just want to get myself to a point where my name's out there, hopefully get a title shot one day. And, you know, the sky's the limit. I just got to keep working hard, trusting the process as I always have. And thank God, man, he's really blessed me. He's got my back.
Well, if people didn't know you before, just by looking at your shoes here, they would be able to figure out that you're actually Filipino-American. You got the Manny Pacquiao's on.
Yes.
Tell me about that. You were born in the Philippines. You know, where were you born in the Philippines, and how long were you there?
So yeah, I was born in the Philippines. Cebu, Philippines there. I came here when I was 7 years old. I didn't know much about boxing back then, but I knew my grandfather used to watch it all the time. Coming into my freshman year, sophomore year in high school, Manny Pacquiao was really up in the scales in the rankings there, where every family party I went to was mainly because of him. And you know, when he fights, everybody comes together. You know how we are, Filipinos, man. We all get together. We got the chicken adobo, everything. Everyone just comes in place with that. And he's the man. You know, I was lucky enough to meet him one day. Starstruck. I've seen a lot of celebrities in my time. I had an opportunity to see him. I was just starstruck. I couldn't even get the words out of my mouth. I had so many questions. But yeah, Manny Pacquiao. I watched him over and over and over, and it really excelled my interest in boxing.
I think that answers my question about who are some of your favorite Filipino boxers, but are there any others that you look up to?
What's that guy's name? Throws a lot of hooks.
Donaire?
Yeah, Donaire, Preston Donaire, and then the other guy who just, it's tipping my tongue.
Southpaw, right?
He's an orthodox stance. He throws a lot of hooks.
I'm trying to think here. Brian Valoria is one of them. More of a right hand guy. That's a good question. Tony Nietes, Seferino Garcia, Pancho Villa.
It's tipping my tongue. I know.
Rolando never. I understand. You were just in there,
Yes.
you know, fighting for your life. You know, a lot of things are going on in your brain. And lastly, I just want to ask you, like, you know, it's a tough life being a boxer. What is it that motivates you to go and live this life?
You know, I'm a personal trainer at my gym at Wall Athletics. I'm a very active person. You know, if I'm not in the gym working out, boxing, whatnot, I'm skateboarding, I'm snowboarding, I'm doing extreme things. I'm an adrenaline junkie, and I've just always been active. You know, I'm lucky to be where I'm at, and I use boxing as my outlet most of the time, just to get my frustration and anger out. It's my getaway kind of deal. And then, you know, that's just who I am. I like to compete, and I like to progress myself, and I always like to push myself to the limits where I don't even know where my limits are right now, but just keep striving, shooting for the stars kind of deal.
Awesome, man. Go get some lumpia and adobo. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.